Hello there, everybody. Hello, this is Diane. I come in to do tips for seniors. I turned 68 last month, February 1st, and I go for 1 mile walk every day. And I make sure I hydrate. I threw off the sugary sweets from my diet, and I threw out the breads from my diet, and I threw off the breads, the sweets, the pastas, and I dropped weight from 193 to 175, and I plan on dropping 10 or 15 more pounds. But I look smaller because I've lost a lot of inches off my waist and hips. But anyhow, scales don't lie, right? So that's the way I did it. But I'm here to share tips for seniors to be of help to seniors. You can change. If you want to change your weight, you can do it. If you don't like how much you weigh, or if you like your weight, you can maintain that, right? And stay there and just watch your diet. And when you get up in the morning, you start with your lemon water. I do it. I start with my lemon water and put out your 8 pennies straight away on your kitchen table or your kitchen countertop or your coffee table if you have a coffee table in the living room. There used to be popular back in the day coffee tables, right? Coffee tables used to be a big thing in your living room. You want to put the 8 pennies out in plain view where you can see them at, and take one away every time you complete a drink. Whether it's a cup of your lemon water in a full coffee mug. That's what I generally have mine in, a coffee mug. And see, I remember to drink all day long. But if you don't remember to drink all day long, that's a big thing with seniors. And this is a number one reason seniors wind up in the emergency hospital room is from dehydration. So to remember to drink, put these 8 pennies out in plain view when you first get up in the morning, starting with your lemon water and moving on to perhaps your cup of coffee or a cup of tea. And every drink you drink like that, put aside, take away a penny when you have completed the drink. And by 6 or 6:30 in the evening, you should be probably through all 8 drinks, because they don't have to be big drinks. They can be a teacup of tea, a small coffee mug of coffee. It doesn't have to be a real big drink, or a small glass of juice. All of them count. A lady doctor told me years ago to do this. Put 8 pennies aside and take away a penny every time you complete a drink. And this is how you would know you had drank your 8 drinks for the day. And because dehydration is a big deal amongst seniors, this is the reason they end up in emergency. 6 years ago now, I ended up in emergency, and my body was so dehydrated. I got told, and they hooked me up to IV right away, and gave me a little miniature can of Sprite to drink and some soda crackers to eat. And I tell you, I drank that little miniature can of Sprite soda right down. I was so extremely dry and thirsty, and they started to run the IV into me right away, and I began to feel better. When an hour went by, 2 hours, the lady doctor periodically would come back in and check on me and ask me how I'm feeling, how I'm doing. Guys, I began to feel better when my body began to be hydrated through that IV and that little miniature can of Sprite they gave me, and I drank the whole thing. And I began to feel better. They gave me some type of medication, and next thing I know, 4 hours maybe, past 4 hours went by, and I felt so much better until they could release me. And I was 60, 61 by then, 61 at least. And so I wasn't no spring chicken by no means, right? And I began to feel better. And when I went home, I continued to take in more and more liquids again every day and began to have strength back come up in my body where I didn't need to stay in the bed. And she said, no, sit in a chair for as long as you can sit in a chair. Don't stay in your bed. The bed will take your strength. So I listened to her. And when I got home that night, by the next day, I started sitting in my chair. I couldn't sit for very long at first because my strength was still real low, but I kept it up every day. I get out of that bed, get in my chair, and sit as long as I could literally sit. And each day, I could sit a little longer, a little longer. And I don't know how many days went by when I sat the whole entire day. And I said to my then husband, my ex-husband, I said, wow, I've sat in this chair all day long. It was evening time by then, like about 7 in the evening, I think. I said, I've been out of the bed all day long. I never went back to bed. And I knew right then and there I was made all better again. And I could feel it in my body. So seniors, you can do it. You can get up and do your exercise, walking like I do, or joining a gym, or riding a stationary bike if you have one at home, or a treadmill if you have it at home. Any type of exercise equipment you have at your house, or get out to a gym. Find out what time your mall unlocks the doors. Go and mall walk. When you go and mall walk, you have to go as soon as that mall opens before the shoppers get in there. So you can walk uninterrupted, okay? Do a 20-minute walk or a 30-minute walk and go back home, have your nice coffee, or sit there at the mall and have your nice coffee after you through walking 20 or 30 minutes, okay? And I do my walking outside every day, 1 mile every single day. And I tell you guys, it feels so doggone good to get out in the air, walk, move my body, feel the fresh air, the fresh breeze, when it's the balmy tropical breeze here in Tampa, Florida, where I live. And it clears out my mind, my thoughts, my head. It doesn't just trim my body down and get my blood flowing. You know, it when you walk and you get that vitamin C, that sunshine, I'm telling you, it do you so good in so many ways. And your mind will clear out, your thoughts will clear out. And morning sunshine is so important, it's so good for us, okay? And this is what I have to share on here today. You please subscribe to @Diane Dixon 6900, all lowercase, all one word, DianeDixon. Tell your friends about me. Say, go and check out this woman who is 68 and she's a senior. She comes in and do her videos every day, tips for seniors. Please subscribe. Help me build my YouTube channel. I come do my best to do a fresh new video every day and take it serious to build my YouTube channel. This is all I have for you today. Please subscribe @Diane Dixon 6900, all lowercase, all one word, DianeDixon. Thanks for subscribing. Bye-bye.